How's it going? Welcome back. So today, I finally get ready for Stance Wars, and it's finally time for me to cut these bulged out over fender wannabe flare, whatever the case may be. I messed up when I tried to roll these fenders, and then when I dropped the car, my tires were actually poking out too much to where it rolled it even more. So I've definitely been contemplating on cutting them and not cutting them, but for sure to install the flares, they have to be cut. So the weather's starting to finally get better, and I know it's gonna be time to start putting the flares on, so why not cut these fenders? Also, while this car sits in the air, as you guys know in the last video, I popped the tire. So I think I popped this one right here, but since they're all off the car, I took the time and polished them all up. So while I polished them all up, I actually got a new camera. This right here is the DJI Osmo Pocket 2. Or maybe there's no Osmo in there at all. But this is like a little stabilizer camera that's like pocket size, I guess. And I'm actually gonna try to do some cinematics of those wheels. But let's hop right into it. I got my blue tape, so I'm gonna tape it off right here so I don't mess up anything higher. Even though I know after I cut this line right here, I am gonna have to like put some Bondo or some other type of material that's gonna, I don't want my fender to come down like this and then boom, flare out. I want to smooth in as if it was like a seamless body line. So I think I'm gonna try to keep it low. I'm just gonna cut all this excess off right here, come right under this little, maybe give it a little extra length right there. But I'm definitely gonna cut it, try to keep it straight, and come all the way down and flare it out like that. The fronts are definitely gonna be a lot harder because of the fact that I have so much of this. It might not be salvageable at all, but I do have another fender sitting right there. So if worst comes to worst, I'm still gonna cut this regardless and see if I can salvage it. If not, I have another fender to put on. So same thing with this side. I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna cut, probably starting there, come all the way up, and come all the way back down. Try to keep it as low as possible. I know I did mess up right here. That might be an issue. I might be able to pull that out or so, but we'll figure that out when it's time to put the flares on. I should definitely mark them up right now. Just to give everybody a reference, yeah, I know there's 4 flares in here, but this is like bare sitting low, which this still covers it. But it's definitely gonna sit probably where the blue is at, which obviously this is gonna all be cut off, which is underneath it, and I'll be able to tack above it. Now I'm not too sure how I'm gonna go about getting this cut for the door, but I know when it comes down here to the bumpers and the plastic on the doors, I was recommended to use something that's called kitty litter or kitty hair, something like that. But I'll have to cut all the fenders, the flares off right here. So when I cut the flares off, everything else will be like basically a kitty hair that's supposed to mold on and look and mold to plastic. All this will have to be sanded down so I have a good contact patch. I probably won't sand it today because I'm not sure how soon I'll put the flares on, and I don't want to sit here and rust up. So I would be 100% lying if I didn't say I was nervous. So for the rear quarter panels, there's no turning back whatsoever. I'm really hoping I don't cut up too high, which I highly doubt because the flare is gonna sit where the blue is at. The front fenders, I can like always replace them because I got one, which is the driver's side. I'm still looking for a passenger side, by the way. But there's no turning back. I think I shall start down this way. And there it goes. That right now is the new quarter panel. Came right off from there. What? This is crazy, it looks smaller. Oh, it's probably because it's like curled in from the heat. But yeah, so now I'm gonna take one of my probably wire wheels or so and start getting all these sharp edges off of there and clean it up. I didn't want to touch this because it was kind of hot, but that comes off. And that got to be cleaned up too, right there. I don't even have the flares on. I'm already 10 times happier with this look. I've missed like seeing the smooth body. So upset that I messed up, but you know, you just learn from your mistakes. And this one's gonna be coming up. I can't wait till they're all 4 of them are all cut off because I was disgusted by those quarter panel and fender flared out like that. Number 2 out of 4 is now complete. Only thing is I did have a little issue right here where the blade came out and went back in. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. It shouldn't be too bad. This stuff can all just get pulled down. But for the most part, it's pretty good. I'll stand back and show you guys how it looks from here. Basically just widened up the fender well. I'll show you guys this side too. This is basically widened up also. When we come over here to the front, this one now, I feel like I have to be very cautious because there is a body line right here that's like kind of rounded. So I can't go higher than that. I just got to keep this one probably pretty simple. Not too much of a cut. I am pretty worried about these dents here. But, and then if these are an issue, I will just get new fenders. I already have one. The results are in, and you are not it right there. So I'm pretty sure I can just round this off right here. Hold on, where? Pretty sure I can just round this off right here, but I'm not gonna try. I'm actually gonna leave the cut just like that and move on to the other side. Whew, that wasn't too bad. Now I think I just got metal shavings all over me, and I'm pretty sure my neighbors hate me. Just letting you guys know, when you're cutting this fenders up or you're cutting your quarter panels up, it's loud, especially I'm inside of a garage. So maybe to me it might be louder than it is to my neighbors. So far, no one came up to me and said anything. But as you can see, all 4 of them are done. Here's the back driver. Here goes the front driver, right there. Also, I'll show you how this one looks. Now it's back to being flat, which is really good. And we'll move on over here to the passenger side. I could probably go a little higher, but I'm not gonna worry about it as it'll be covered up. If we get the flare installed and this is an issue, I'll definitely cut this before installing the flare. And here goes the passenger side fender. I can go up on this more too. But we shall see when the fenders get on. Are you ready to see the reveal? I put the wheels on there along with the mock-up of the over fenders, the flares, just because I want to see how it look and I want to see if I need to re-lip the wheels or not. In the rear, I'm running a 10.5, -35, which is a 6.5 inch lip and a 4-inch barrel. And then the front, I'm running 9 with a 5-inch barrel and a 4-inch, my bad, 5-inch lip, 4-inch barrel. I'm not sure the offset, but I'll show you guys how it looks. And here it goes. I mean, of course, it's a little off-centered, but that's about how it looks. This is what it looks like from the side. So as I said before in the last video, I can actually straighten out the camber a little more once it gets on there. But it's not all the way compressed up in there. And as you can see, it's not touching any of the stuff that I just cut. It's actually away from it. And here goes this side view. And here comes the front. The front, I think for sure I'll have to tweak a lot more. Like I said, this wheel is actually not straight. I don't have the key in the ignition to turn it. But this is what the camber looks like right now. I do have the negative roll center adjustments in the front along with the 09. So I'm not sure what degree of camber that is, but it's a lot. But when I get these flares on, I actually want to match the front to the rear. So I'll probably be pulling a lot of camber out of both of them. Also, I want more contact patch. And once I get my alignment, I'll actually stop running through these tires. But yeah, this is where it sits at for now. If you're curious, these are 3.5-inch flares and ulterior motives. You guys can find them on Instagram. But for right now, this is how it looks. Alrighty, that's gonna wrap it up for today here, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions, please comment down below. I'm your boy Levon, and I'm out of here.